What's going on, guys? Jonah and Joe back with the King of Games deck for April. I tried my best to wait for a new box to drop to hit cog with, but I ended up having so much fun with Crystrons again I closed it out with them. Now we do have a new box on the way, of course, after I already climbed the ladder, but Crystrons have been a relevant force in the meta for the past few months after the recent ban list changes and adjustments. Initially, I didn't like to play the Transcendent Crystals version as I mentioned before, but after seeing success with SSA variants again, I decided to pick up the deck once more. This deck is pretty similar to my last Crystron video, except I didn't go over it in detail, and I didn't even have a deck list in it last time. The game plan pretty much remains the same, except the Sea Stealth attack engine adds some additional protection and interesting plays. Since milling Citadel Whale is a valid option depending on your hand, we are running the Gen X Undyne engine to send him to the grave. If you do not have Solfefnir, I would always send him first to get your plays rolling, but if you have him already in your hand, milling Whale is an amazing option for your turn 1 board. Your basic combo will go the same, summoning Solf but discarding a Crystron card, hopefully a non-tuner monster. Solf will pop himself for another non-tuner Crystron from the deck, preferably something with a relevant graveyard effect on the following turn, such as the Turtle or Dice Worm. That monster will then pop our field skill Yumi to summon Citri from the deck. From there you can summon Gen X Undyne to send Citadel Whale to the grave, who contribute the Undyne and non-tuner to special summon himself. This will leave you with Citri to summon Amatrix on your opponent's turn, Citadel Whale to stop targeting effects, and Sea Stealth attack which can guarantee your monsters will destroy almost everything in battle with a banished protection effect. This board is very tough for some decks to break through as it has so many components to it. Thanks to Sea Stealth attack you can free up your board for additional plays such as going into Quarian and Gondrax while still getting the monster back in the end phase. Sadly, the Sea Stealth attack engine is very weak to the common removal card Cosmic Cyclone, which can shut it down completely by banishing Yumi, but luckily the Crystrons do not need it to be a tough deck to beat. Because of that, I am only running one Sea Stealth attack, but Citadel Whale can still be a good card to negate targeting effects if he is on the field. Most of the ratios are hard to change as I would have liked to fit 3 Cosmic Cyclone. Enemy Controller seemed like the best semi-limited card to run as we can easily sacrifice monsters without much regret, but Clash is an option too. Artifact Lancian is another amazing tech card for the deck thanks to the current meta, so it's personal preference. I did side 3 while testing in the tournament as this is a 30 card deck, so seeing your tech cards can be a mission sometimes. Current duel on the screen was actually in the small tournament I mentioned, and I was actually proud of this duel as I managed to make a crucial comeback from almost losing the duel. Heroes are an okay matchup with the scariest factor of the deck being Plasma, as we need our monster effects to get rolling no matter what. With a less than ideal hand, I have no choice but to just set up for Citri by popping my own Smiger and setting my back row. Trinity isn't a concern here, but my opponent's main intent is to get the +2 from Celestial to try and get Plasma. Of course he does, and we're put in a tough spot immediately. Stealing Citri, he does try to go for lethal with Mass Change, but luckily I do have Cosmic to banish my own Citri to bring it back with impact. From here we play the duel as normal. Now with the advantage as our opponent has pretty much exhausted all of his options. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the highlights for this deck as we went 9-0 from Legend 4 to King of Games. The next box is bringing us DDD, so expect a video for that definitely.